Hello everyone, welcome back to Can of Wormholes. 84% through the game. We are here in the Great Big Mystery Worm. These two puzzles were slightly too vexing for me, so we're going to slide on down to the next room and give these a go. This looks like a bit of a mess, doesn't it? We've got... what do we have? We have 5 too long worms that all just want to get where they're going. So this feels very just kind of like pure Sokoban pushing puzzle problems. So where do we begin? That seems too easy. If we come around here, we can move that down and across and up. Then we're stuck with these guys. Right, that's a problem. Yeah, these two look like they're going to be the trick, don't they? Because I cannot bridge that gap. Now, what I could do is that. And how is that different from where I started? Because where I started, I can't go through that gap there. I can get across here though, so I can bring that one down. Then that one can go across. This can then either go across or down, but I think it's easier if we put that one down, right? That goes down to the bottom right. This comes over to the left. And we are just speeding through this puzzle. That might be one of the fastest we've done since the very first set. This, though, this looks like it's going to be more complicated. Interesting. I was not expecting to be this worm. I thought we were going to use the inside of the hook on this one to get to where we wanted to go. Right. What are we doing? That can flip. And this just exists over here. Well, we can do this, but not into there. But we're going to have to chew our way through one of them to flip in the opposite direction, because this needs to rotate along this line, and it doesn't have any vertical pieces that it can flip. Sorry, not rotate. It can flip in a, do a mirror image, a roll to its left-hand side. So we can do that if we use this piece here. If we were like this, we could roll to the left-hand side. So we just need to figure out how we can be eating both pieces at once and roll. That's all. That's all we have to do. You know, no big deal. There's going to be a lot of options, though, for that. Because the other things that we can do, of course, is if we want to, if I wasn't in my own way, we can flip this to start with, have that be in a slightly different spot, and we can flip this one on the right as well. So we're not long enough to go all the way through both. So I imagine that means we're going to start on the left hand, like start with the smaller one and then work to the bigger one. So, with that in mind, let's bring this over here and this over here. We'll put that there and that there. And then I could be my own resistance to this. How do I roll the whole thing to the left, though? Can I roll the whole thing to the left? Or maybe then we do it this way. If this were the other way up and that way, we could bite through both. But again, we're not... I'm confused. Because once I get that one in my face, how do I get them both to rotate together? That's what is currently befuddling me. So if I was to come along this, this isn't right. Oh my god. We started so fast on the first one. I need to turn that through that rotation. Yes, I know I can't get back from there. Where can I put... I think what I want is going to be... This definitely needs to be... Well, I can't do that because then I can't get back off. Oh my god, right. I cannot do this puzzle right now. My brain cannot do that puzzle right now. Give me this one. Okay. There is a fence. And there is a dot up at the top. That's no good. That's no... Oh, wait. That could be fine. So now I'm too long, but I can't cross these gaps to get over to the finish. Part of my thought process was going to be... Could I chop this into bits to make small pieces for myself? But I don't think I can. Because I can't... Oh, wait. And, that doesn't seem super helpful, does it? Okay, then. What else could we do? I'm really not sure what the dot up at the top is for. Because there's... With no dots down here, I don't really have much in the way of options for biting something and climbing on top of the level or anything like that. And without other pieces, I can't get behind this. We can certainly just come out here and bite this and make ourselves longer. To what end? Not really sure. The only other thing I could think of might be doing... Not that. I was thinking about trying to eat my own tail, but in this environment, it might be very difficult. And we might be the wrong length to do it anyway. Because for how many pieces we are long, we can't make a loop the correct size. So I suspect not that. Doesn't really leave me with very much. This we can chop. Doesn't do anything. This we can roll and rotate. Makes a 2 long piece and a great big long piece. Great big long piece, no good to anybody. Pretty much. That just leaves little old tiny me. No, I've got no idea what's going on there either. Alright, we'll keep moving. We'll do a pass of the levels, and then if we're really still stuck after all of that, then we'll start looking at some insight and stuff. I want to see what's going on over here. Honestly, this is too colossal not to investigate. So clearly, we start here. That is not a fence piece. So where can I actually get out? Is a great question. Hold on. Oh, interesting. Okay. I can imagine a lot of this going on. Are we going to have to set up some kind of series of steps to get to where we're going? Seems to be that, doesn't it? So that's going to get us to here. Then... Well, that doesn't seem right, does it? I guess I need to... Okay, yeah. Just looking at what is below there, we need to make a line of dots all the way across the bottom so that then this can go hop to a dot, hop to a dot, hop to a dot, all the way to the end will become a 2 long piece and finish. So we just have to engineer that solution. So, restart me. Cut me head off. Right, so how are we going to get stuff to come closer towards us? Did you presume that wants to go there? Oh, that wants to go there, okay. So they'll go down together. Then that can go there. That goes roughly there. And then I come back to this. So the 2s go down altogether. Right, so the one on the far right has gone too far. So that's coming in one. This is going to be a bit of trial and error, but it shouldn't be too bad. So the 2s go in together. Then that goes, so can I, okay, this one wants to be one further in. How does that look? Interesting. I can't go down any further. But the middle 5 are all 1, 2 brief, aren't they? If I come down here, I can get to this, but I can't keep moving to the right. So how do I get the middle 5 to go 1 further down? It's a very interesting question. I wonder if it's going to be something like that. Right, so that one on the right has gone too far. And 3 on the left have not gone far enough. So it's not that. Bring that back 1 in. I wonder if we could evacuate some of them out of the grid after they've done some of their work. So that makes sense, right? That also makes sense. But now that also makes sense, and now I can't go any further down. How could I get more movement downwards? Can't use those. Can't turn corners with this. So I want those 5 to be 1 further down. Let's go all the way back. I anticipate it might be that I miscalculated how the 2s need to move. Because the ones on the outside edge need to go down 1. Then this needs to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 layers of stuff. Then these need to go down 4. This needs to go down 3. And that needs to go down. But I feel like this is where we started. So that all lines up. And we get to here again. I can't go any further down. Can I manipulate things after this point, perhaps? No, I can't slide stuff left to right with this, so we'd have to make a manipulation earlier than that. But what to wear? Because I can't just start removing stuff, because the fence on the right-hand side means I can't push stuff off the edge of the world. Because this looks like it's going so well until it's not. Could we bring the 3s to be lower than the 2s? Or even put a 3 in the middle of the 2s? Not really. Maybe later it might be more beneficial. Oh, okay. That actually gets us a little bit closer to what I want. Let's bring that top 3 in 1. See how that goes. Not better. That one at the right-hand side is fine. The one at the left-hand side is fine. So you presume that they only need to be bumped down 1. And that is that bump. So really it's a counting game. The outside edge and the far right need to go 1. The long one will do that. The next one along needs to go a single time. It needs to go twice. So it's got the 2 long and the long one. The next one needs to go 4 times. So maybe we bring... Oh god, just restart me. So those need to go the most. And those need to go the most. But I think we've deduced that this isn't how this needs to actually go. Right? But there you go. And then a bunch of these are 1 short. The right-hand side's happy. How? How does this change with fewer pieces moving? So this just makes a stack of 5. Moves the left one across 1. And then obviously that's all way too far. I almost wish I could just move the top piece down and ignore the rest. But I can't move them out once we start. So we're very close to an answer. Just not quite the right one. Because it's these trios that are giving me the most grief. figuring out where they actually want to be. Definitely not this. So we actually need more movement on the left and more movement on the right. How can we get the third and fourth dots in one lower? Because that would have to be something closer to this, right? But right now that we've gone that far, I can't move stuff over again. So we cannot put anything in the first long column. So we know, at the very least, we start by moving to here. And then we do our first, quote-unquote, first pass. So that is too much stuff on the second and third columns. And the correct amount of stuff on the fourth column. I kind of wish I could just manually click all the things where I wanted them to be for this. How does that shake out? Much worse. Alright, there could be any number of permutations of this before I get it right, so I'm just going to poke it until I find the right one. I'll try and use some logic as I go, and then I'll update you with what I get. Alright, as ever, taking a step back, using some logic and counting really did help, so cut the head off. Come over to here. The first one only wants one. That's fine. These two, below the pink we just moved, need to move 4 each. So that is 1, 2, 3, and the top one for 4. So they both need to do that. And for them both to do that, we can push them down using this one to close the additional gap. Then it's just this column that needs to go down one extra with the additional one on the right hand side. And what happens is as we roll this down, you see that the 2 2s are bridged by the 3. So as we move down, that gets everything to fall neatly in a row. And then we can go dance, 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 disco dance, break dance, spin, spin, 2. I'm mad at myself that I didn't get that one a little bit faster than I did. But, you know, we got it, and that's what counts. Next time, we will try this puzzle here. No idea what it's about, but for then, that's for next time. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.